Hello, hello, it's Quinn with PTSD Well Black. I had a really intense meditation that had me in tears um, a little while ago because all of my trauma came flashing back. Um, but I refuse to post any of these videos of me crying, at least for the next month, because I know that that's what the stalkers want, which is really freaking sad. But if I'm sad, I'll cry. I don't mind crying. I'm a full grown ass woman and a human being. So, um, yeah, my emotions are real and valid. Anywho, the things that were coming up in this meditation is because I'm actually resting. I'm not dealing with as much fighting with these stalkers. So um, I can actually feel my grief over my aunt's death. I can feel my grief over my cat's death in March. My aunt died in June. And it's like, dealing with them was kind of a distraction, which is what I used to use overworking or workaholism to avoid my traumas that I was going through, just getting my worth from doing work. Um, and now it's this, it was the focusing on fixing or solving this issue that was giving me my worth, or the whole feelings of love and like confusion about love because this is with a married man and I'm a married woman, and I'm like, how am I dealing with this? The confusion and all of that helped to ignore the loss of my pet. And when I put things on pause with old man Dance Bob, I forgot that's his alias right now. I was like, hey, let's take a break because I think I'm using you to ignore my feelings about my cat's death, and I need to really process that as a full person. And he was not healed enough to allow that to happen. I think he wanted to initiate something where if he went with another girl that I would chase him, and I'm like, dude, you're free to go wherever the hell you want to. I ain't gonna chase you. It ain't like that. Sorry. This isn't high school. But what came up for me with this meditation is with the traumas I have survived, grief is one of the largest traumas that I deal with. When someone that I love isn't here anymore. Um, and having to adjust to that. And I'm glad that I have more tools under my belt than I did a few years ago when my friend Jocelyn passed away in childbirth. That one really hurt. It still hurts. I'm fidgeting. My thumb's fidgeting over here. But yeah, when I was raped, and I think that was in 2008 or 2007. I have to go back, and I honestly don't remember the year because of my memory does not want to remember, dissociating completely from it. But when I was raped, after surviving it, I prayed. I prayed so hard that God would send me a relationship with someone that I love and someone who loved me. That's all I wanted, was to love and be loved. And I prayed that for a couple years. And then I met my husband. And in the most miraculous ways of meeting him, like it was just like this chance meeting at karaoke that we probably would not have met otherwise. This was like the divine, God wanted this. And I think that was a prayer answered. And I am just so grateful for the growth I've gotten to have in this marriage and the mistakes that I've gotten to make and the mistakes that my husband's gotten to make. I'm grateful for it all. And I'm grateful that you get to be a partner, and we're team players. We're playing on the same fucking team instead of against each other. I'm really grateful for that, and that we grow and we talk things out. And I was like, really, in that meditation, I'm just realizing that what the people who initiated the gang stalking, those who told lies and spread rumors about me, that there's really not much of a difference between them and the rapist. That was the thing that really had me crying for a while. It was like there was no difference between them and the rapist. The rapist didn't see me as a human being with needs, didn't see me as a whole person. And people who would spread rumors about somebody without knowing them, people who would attack someone's computer, people who would put pornography on a children's entertainment page when you search for it. Um, Obviously, they don't see me as a human being at all. And I'm like, those actions were in excess of any slights that could have been done by me walking away from someone, or um yeah, a lack of communication, or just saying that, hey, I don't feel comfortable with this communication. There was none of that. It was just this quick, we're going to attack you and add to your trauma. That's what it felt like. um but unlike my rapist, who I didn't face him, I try to blame myself for what had happened with the rapist. I don't blame myself for what happened with these people, because I did try to reach out. I did try and make amends for any misunderstandings or slights that might have been done, of me being hyper focused in my trauma and not being able to communicate with people. I own my shit. These people didn't own theirs. And they won't. They won't. And I don't expect them to. I've lowered my expectations. Lowered expectations. Completely lowered. I don't expect it at all. Um, but what I just recognize is that these folks are really hurting so bad that they want to, I guess, steal any joy or money or resources from others. That I hope that you get the ability to look at what is the wound within you and to heal that wound. That's what I would have liked to have said to the rapist. Is if you'd look at the wound that is within you and heal that wound, so you don't keep passing that trauma along. Because if you guys have kids, you're seriously raising school shooters. Seriously, continuing on this path, and that's not cool. It's really not cool. Um, yeah. I send you love and light. I send you healing. I don't send you forgiveness. I'm not at that place. Um, when I heal, when I am restored to wholeness, and that's going to be by the divine, not by you, not by me. I'm on God's timeline, as to when I'll be ready to forgive. And I'm not going to rush that for anyone's comfort. Um, but I do hope that you heal and that you grow from this. I'm choosing to grow from this. I'm for sure choosing to grow from this. It's really helping me to see that no matter how big the wound I have within me for love, because I like having love and a family were the most important things to me. And my aunt was my family and the love of my life. I really didn't know how I was going to handle her death. And I always feared her death. And right now I'm disassociating from it because I'm obsessing about dealing with you guys instead. But yeah, love. Love was the one thing that I wanted in a family. And I'm okay if we don't ever have kids, but you're my family. You're my love. And I don't want to do shit to hurt you. But I will tell you when I need love. This counts as our awkward conversation before sex tonight, by the way. really awkward. But I love you. And I'll be damned if I ever let anybody mess with me like this again. I'll be damned. Because I'm not available for it. I'm not available for it. And yeah, I'm going to call this as a see it. And what's been done to me has been a cyber lynching, which also included spiritual, emotional, and mental rape. And so that's why I can't see these people as anything different than the rapist who took from me and did not see me as a human being. I didn't confront him. This is me doing that confrontation right now. And I can't control what these folks are going to do. But I know that divine justice is at work. And it'll be handled in the divine's time. And I trust in that. But I'm really not going to let anybody get to do this to me again, to manipulate my love. And thanks for letting me know that there are real demons in the world. Because that behavior is definitely not human. It's beyond human, I would say. So yeah, thanks. I'm thankful for the discovery, weirdly enough. Thanks. All right, I'm going to go ravage my husband, so see y'all later. Peace. And by ravage, I mean be weird. Woo! And lick his eyeball. Lick my eyeball, baby. La, 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 la.